Hello, it's me. In today's episode, we will be discussing Mafia, Secrets of the Mafia Underworld. We have seen plenty of movies about the Italian Mafia and how dangerous these people are. We've also seen a lot of documentaries about them as well. But this game is something else entirely. It is a game that will take you to the era of the 1930s and put you right in the middle of a mafia war where you will be playing as the main protagonist. And all the choices you make will matter. This game will leave you on the edge of your seat. So let us get started. The first thing I would like to mention about this Mafia game is that the graphics are really good. Even though the game is set in the 1930s, it looks very much like it was made in 2022. The reason for that is the style the developers chose. When making this game, they decided to go with the comic style instead of going completely realistic. I think it was one of the best choices they could have ever made. Since the game has a great story, the cutscenes will feel like you're watching an old black and white movie. Also, there are no voiceovers in this game, but rather you will be reading what the characters are saying. Still, it will not take away from the experience at all. In fact, I liked it because there are many games nowadays where everything is just being said out loud. And sometimes you just want to play a game in peace without blasting music or voices from your speakers. So I think this was a great choice. Now about the gameplay. This is a top-down view game where you can control your character using WASD keys and then interact with different characters. Your character has a few animations such as running, walking, and idle. These animations look so smooth and fluid. You will also have some fighting scenes where you need to hit your opponent in order to defeat them. You have the ability to carry two weapons with you. One weapon you can hold in your hand, which is either a Tommy gun or a pistol, and the other weapon you will be holding in your waist. You can switch between these two weapons whenever you want by pressing the Q and E keys. Right, now let's talk about the story. As I said before, the story is one of the best parts of this game. It takes place in the 1930s, when Prohibition was still going on in the United States, and the Mafia was at its peak. You play as an Italian immigrant who just got out of jail after serving 7 years for robbery. Your father was killed by rival gang members, so now you seek revenge. However, before you can do that, you must join the family business. You will get introduced to many interesting characters in this game, and all of them are well written. There are some characters you will like, and others you will absolutely hate. The story will keep you interested, and you will always wonder what happens next. The game also has multiple endings, which means that if you don't like the ending you got, you can always replay the game and try again. So the story alone makes this game worth playing. There are many cool Easter eggs in this game, and one of them is that you will see a character smoking a cigarette in the game. Well, that is not the Easter egg part. The Easter egg is that if you look closely at the cigarette, you will see that it has the real logo on it. Now that is dedication to the old days. Another great detail I noticed was that when you enter the tavern, the music changes. Oh, the music in this game is amazing. It fits perfectly to the setting of the game, and it is memorable. When I hear the main theme of this game, I immediately know which game it is. Now let us talk about the levels. There are a total of 6 missions in this game. Most of them take place in the night, so you will need to pay attention to where you are going. Every single level has something new to offer, so it won't get boring. They're also pretty challenging. For example, in one of the levels you will need to sneak in a heavily guarded warehouse and steal some supplies. In another level, you will have to infiltrate a party and assassinate a target. The last level is the longest one, and it is also the most action-packed level in the entire game. All of the levels are fun to play, and they will keep you on the edge of your seat. I would like to mention that this game also has some mini-games, such as the shooting range where you can practice your shooting skills, or you can fight against some opponents in the sparring area. If you don't want to engage in combat, there is also a poker minigame in the saloon. Now let's talk about the collectibles. In each level, there is one secret item you can collect. These items will unlock concept arts and the developer commentary, which is a nice addition to the game. There's also a hidden area in the game which contains a bunch of Easter eggs. To get there, you must first collect all 6 secrets. Overall, I highly recommend this game if you haven't already played it. It has an amazing story, great graphics, and memorable music. What more could you ask for? The game is also not very long. You can easily beat it in around 4 hours, so it's perfect if you want to play it in one sitting. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.